What's going on, guys? It's your boy Chili, bringing you another Lego set review. Now, if you're watching this one, it's because you watched my BD1 video, where I said if you want to see this in a video, to smash the like button and leave a comment saying you wanted to see it. So if you're seeing this video, that's what actually happened. If you don't see this video, maybe I didn't get the comments or whatever, and I decided not to post it. Or maybe you're still seeing this video because I was like, you know what, this thing's really cool and I want to post it. But this is going to be the LEGO Speed Champions Aston Martin DB5 from James Bond. As you can see, the 007 logo down there. It is set number 76911 with 298 pieces. This is a set I'm pretty sure a lot of people thought we would probably never get because, you know, the whole violence thing with Lego. Even though, I mean, people die in the Marvel movies, people die in the Star Wars movies, like people die in the Harry Potter movies if you want to look at it that way. But it's got a gun, so you know they can't put that in a Lego set. Even though, again, Marvel, mess load of guns in that. From Star Wars, same thing, mess load of different types of guns. Like, if you watch Rebels, you can see that what isn't it, the gun, the blaster that you get with Mando actually took out Zeb's like whole planet. Just about. I can't remember what it's called now. But didn't that take out like his whole planet? But they said they didn't want to make stuff with, you know, blaster or with guns. Like, yeah, okay. I guess fantasy violence is different than, you know, a secret agent killing, you know, a bad guy or something. Like, I don't know. But anyway, we got the set finally. I know we got the bigger one, I think, of this one, or that might have been a different nomenclature when it came to the car, the model of the car, I should say. But we finally got it with the little minifigure, and this is, you know, going to be from the Daniel Craig movies. I cannot remember, like, maybe it's Skyfall or No Time to Die. Like, there's a lot of them, and this car is featured in a lot of different James Bond movies, like going all the way back to like the beginning. But getting into the box art here, you know, it is the scene from the one movie. I can't really remember what the name of the movie is. I probably need to go back and watch my James Bond movies again and figure it out. But I do know that in this scene, I believe he actually has a girl with him, even though, you know, she's not included as a minifigure. And he's doing like a donut, making the smoke come out as well. And then I think he starts like shooting the little guns that pop out. But I doubt they're going to be on this Lego set. If they are, I'd be very, very surprised. But you can see like some like type of like booth or something back here, like they're selling stuff. Building in the background, the dirt being spun up from him doing the donut. And, you know, it does have the Aston Martin logo as well. And like I said before, the James Bond logo with the gun as the 7, or the 007 logo, should have said. On the bottom, you are going to see, you know, some of the trademarks of 007. You are going to also be able to see that it is a 2022 Lego set. And then you got your set number, the Speed Champions logo with Lego, the barcode, you know, simple stuff. And at the top, you will see the actual size of a tire and not the minifigure. Like, I feel like they did everything they could, like, in the realm of reality, to keep the minifigure off this box as much as possible. But going back to the top, your components, where they're made, the Lego logo with the set number, the Speed Champions logo, you know, all that good stuff. The side of the box, as always, your choking hazard, so don't eat these pieces. And this is a 8+ set for James Bond, so apparently they don't think that anything violent is that bad for kids 8 and up. But they'll make a Lego set of it, even though, you know, they say they don't make violent things, but whatever. I'm glad they finally made it. And then you got the Lego Life app. You got the set number and the Lego logo with Speed Champions. And on the other side, you're going to have another picture with the James Bond minifigure, barely seeable in there, with, again, the Lego logo with Speed Champions and the set number. The back is what I'm talking about. Like, you get a picture of the car, probably from one of the movies, like, I'm guessing. You can't see James Bond in there or nothing, so I'm guessing it's from the movies. I mean, it could be just like a manufacturer picture, but either way. Then you got down here, you can barely see the minifigure with the Aston Martin driving on the road, and then it's squalling some tires in that picture. But this is probably, and I want to say, I've got the Bronco and the GT, the Ford GT Speed Champion set, and I don't think they introduced their minifigures on that box either. I'd have to get it back out and check, and I'm not going to do that right this second. If I remember it, it'll be in the second half. But being that this is from a movie, you think they would have put, like, on the side or down here somewhere, like, James Bond, like the minifigure thing. Like, it's on every box that comes with a minifigure. But they did not do that at all. Like, there's no, like, real mention of the minifigure. Now, going back to the back of the box, you got one thumb tab, which, as always, I'm going to cut that open. But that's pretty much it from the box. Like, really kind of a, I don't know, kind of a bummer of a box, I guess. I mean, you do have it driving, like, down some, like, European type street. And then, you know, same deal here. But that's really it. Like, there's nothing special about it. And I really wish they would have put something on the box talking about that minifigure. But other than, like, 1, 2, 3, like, 4 pictures. I don't know if you would count that one. You can barely see the back of his head. So maybe 5. I don't really mention the minifigure, which is kind of oddly strange. And the fact that, you know, they didn't make like a, well, from seeing the pictures, I haven't actually seen the set yet, like out and built. But it looks like James Bond comes with a wrench. Instead of, you know, like just a little like Lego type gun. They make them for other, I mean, they even made it for the Punisher in the Daily Bugle set, right? So why not give James Bond just that little pistol and call it James Bond's pistol, you know? But they give him a wrench, and as far as I know, James Bond, as far as I can remember, he doesn't really work on his own vehicles, like especially the ones like this. It's always, you know, Q. If you know who Q is, like the gadgets guy. The old one was better than the new one, but, you know, I'll let y'all say, I guess, what y'all have to. Oh, man, that is. Oh, I ruined this box, guys. Apparently, what? How did that happen? How did that happen? Yeah, I kind of ruined this box, but for some reason it didn't like go under the glue. It went under the cardboard there, and yeah, but there's your box. And dumping all that out, you've got 2 bags, a mess load of stickers, like a lot of like different license plates, 2 other license plates, just a lot of stickers for this. The Aston Martin logo there. Looks like door handles going back to like some side venting. DB5 logo, like a lot of stickers. And 2 bags. And then you can kind of see, there's your James Bond figure. No head on him, but you can kind of see it. Getting to the instructions. Oh my God, that's a horrible photo. That is an absolutely horrible photo. Like, it looks so it looks so fake. Like, it doesn't even look like Lego. It looks fake as mess. Like, wow, that is horrible. That is absolutely horrible. But here's your inventory list. Here it shows pretty much the Speed Champion sets that are out right, you know, now. I believe you can get all those right now. And then you got the 007 one and the Fast and the Furious one. So maybe that's just a Speed Champions thing where they don't show off the minifigure. But I feel like for the Fast and Furious and this one, they should have. It's got 84 pages in it. But again, as I say every video, you know that I count when you put the last piece together. Not counting that one because it's just putting the roof on. So it looks like it ends on instruction number 85, which is page number 80. Going to the front, there is absolutely nothing. See, it comes with a little wrench. That's so dumb. Just give him the little Punisher gun and call it a day. But so stupid, Lego. Like, missed opportunity, in my opinion, for them to give us, like, an actual James Bond figure. I mean, it's not even hard for somebody just to put a little, like, gun in his hand like the Punisher has, I guess. But that's all you had to do. And people would probably be a lot more happy than, you know, having a wrench. I mean, people might still be happy, but I'd rather have the little pistol than James Bond holding a wrench. And then you got this new bag style, or the new, like, art style they got for showing you which, you know, you got here where it does the same thing. But these new sets, like the BD one and this one, it's the same deal. It shows you, like, somebody emptying out the number 1 bag and getting started. So there you go. There's James Bond with his famous wrench that he always uses. But anyway, guys, I'm going to get into this one. I thought I was going to be a little bit more excited about it, but really the minifigure deal, it looks cool, but I hate the wrench. Could have been 20 other accessories that he came with that would have been a lot better. But anyway, let me get into building this, and I'll see you when I'm back. All right, guys, and we are back. As you can see, finished the James Bond DB5. Pretty cool build. I mean, it's Speed Champions. It's not like my favorite sets of all time, but it's the James Bond car. I had to pick it up. I had to build it. It's incredibly awesome. Love it. Comes with the little James Bond Daniel Craig minifigure. It's a wonderful little build. Like, good job, Lego, on putting this in. And let's get into it. So, there's a couple things about this minifigure that I'm going to talk about. And one of them, I think, is actually either really cool on Lego's part that they did this without advertising it, or somebody at the factory did it on purpose. And when Lego finds out about it, they're going to immediately take it out. But we'll get into that in a second. So here's your little Daniel Craig minifigure. Let's see if I... Boom. There we go. There's your Daniel Craig minifigure. Got some wrinkles on his face, maybe like a scar to show, you know, he's a little bit getting into age there. Looks like his hand's trying to pop out a little bit for some reason. Comes with this wrench, which of course is dumb for James Bond, but, you know, we're getting into the cool part of it. We'll get into the cool part, I promise. But he does have his little suit on. You see his little bow tie, a little collared shirt in the back, with a jacket that does come down a little bit into the legs, and it does have a little bit of waist printing. No arm printing. Didn't really expect it on this because it is a, like, suit. You won't really have arm printing on a suit. No feet print, none of that. Going to the back, he has a little bit of back printing to show that he's wearing, you know, some sort of clothing, article of clothing. His hair has this weird line through it now that I'm looking at it super close. But it does look like, you know, the Daniel Craig hairstyle. Looks pretty good. Taking his hair off, he does not have a second face. So if you're expecting a second face on this, you do not get one. Which, well, whatever. It's kind of disappointing in the 2022, but at the same time, who cares? Now, with this set, you are going to have some extra pieces. And that's kind of where the cool part of this comes in, because as you can see, one of your extra pieces looks like it's the little blaster that, like, Mando gets in Trouble on Tatooine set. But for James Bond, it kind of looks like a silenced pistol, right? Now, this piece is actually, going to the build for a second, is actually used back here. It kind of connects to this hook and then to these binoculars to make it look like exhaust and or a tailpipe. But with that extra piece, you can always just take your James Bond minifigure, which is what I'm going to do, just because I feel like James Bond needs his iconic, like, silenced pistol, and pop it in his hand. Now you've got a silenced pistol, and you can get rid of that weird wrench that James Bond wouldn't have, because as far as I know, James Bond never really worked on his own vehicles. It was always Q. Maybe I'm missing one where he does work on his own stuff. Don't remember if that is the case, but I'd rather have the little silenced pistol than the wrench. So you can just pop that on out, and now you've got James Bond sporting his silenced pistol, and it looks so much better like this. Good job, Lego, for just incorporating it. And if they didn't do it on purpose, good job to whoever at the factory was like, we need to throw an extra one of these in so that James Bond can have his pistol. But moving on from the minifig, we're going to get into the build. Like, look at this thing. It looks nice to be a Speed Champions. Little piece of dog hair there. Now, if you can't see through the inside, there are some extra pieces that I forgot to take out and show with the minifig. But this whole section does come off and makes it like a little convertible. And that's how you would put, you know, James Bond in the car. But it pops back on pretty simply. You just push it down on these two studs here. And if I can get it back on right, sits in there like so. Push it down on the two studs. Boom, good to go. Now, as you can see, the license plate here that I put on crooked because I suck with these little stickers. Got them there. They do pop off and allow you to put on other license plates. So you got a bunch of different license plates to choose from that are for the front and back. So I believe it's, nope, that's two different ones. There we go. Here's the other one. So you got a front and back of the same license plate, so you can put it on front and back. So there you go. And like I said, these do pop off rather easily. You just kind of pull on it. You got some studs there, and then you pop the other one on like so, and now you've got the license plate. The back, same deal. Pop it off. Got two little studs there, and you pop this one on. If I can get it on straight. Come on. There you go. And now you got your license plate on the back. Now, as you can see, you got a sticker that says DB5, the Aston Martin logo there. These are printed little tail lights, as well as stickers here for the door and this little vent. A DB5 logo at the bottom. Those are both printed pieces, this little one and this one here. Another sticker up top there. And same stickers on the other as was on the other side. And there's some more stickers on the inside I'll get to in a minute. These little pieces, they're cool looking, but I hate them because they move so easily. The bottom of the car looks, you know, pretty just standard brick built. Like I said, there's that little pistol on the binoculars to, you know, make it look like it's a exhaust pipe coming out the back. It does roll really smoothly. Like, I mean, I didn't give it any push there, but rolls really smoothly right out of frame. So nice little build, nothing really wrong with it. This is also a printed piece, I believe. Yeah, that's a printed piece. The hood does, I believe it pops up. I thought it popped up. Maybe it doesn't. I swear it popped up. Whatever. So the hood might not pop up. I thought it did. Pops up a little bit. I swear you could get it to pop up without it breaking because it's actually on hinges. But apparently it doesn't want to do that for me through the video. So got a little bit of give, but not much. The way they built this little like blower coming off the top was really cool. Or this little air vent coming off the top was really cool. My glass was really scratched up, if you can see in that one when I pulled it out. But that is a printed little rear windshield or windscreen, depending on where you're from. But all in all, cool build. Now, taking this back off and getting into the inside, you can see you got focus on it. You can see you got a sticker there. You do have seats. The backs do move forward and back. And you have like a little shift knob there. The steering wheel on the appropriate side for, you know, a a vehicle based out of England, or a set from a movie based out of England, I should say. And you have a little back storage where if you wanted to put your license plates to, store them somewhere safely, they fit in there pretty good. I did, like you saw, I had all of them in there, but I'm just going to put a couple in there just to show right now because I don't feel like messing around with that this whole video. The trunk does not lift up. Like I said, I thought the hood did, but it does not. This windscreen isn't meant to come off. Now I'm calling it a windscreen. Windshield. Shout out to my European brothers out there that, do call it a windscreen. And here's your little James Bond figure. You probably have to take the gun out of his hand to get him to sit properly. But if you take the gun out of his hand, you can store that in the back too. Which you couldn't see that, but you can just throw it kind of in the back. And place James Bond right. Come on. Sit properly, James. Sit properly. You know how James Bond is. He likes to do his own thing. Can't get him to attach to the studs. Did he do it that time? Nope. There he goes. I mean, right now I've kind of got him like really forward, so it looks weird. I don't know. And his hand kind of pops up because it's hitting the windshield up front there. If you can't tell, right there, it kind of hits the windshield. And now the whole windshield's popping off. So maybe that's an oversight for this. Or maybe I built it wrong, which I don't think that I did. But yeah, he's not wanting to seat on those two studs for some reason. Like I can't get him to do it. And it's kind of irritating now that I'm in the video, So, come on, just sit on it. Sit on it. Whatever. But his arm's like way up right now, like he's waving at you. So, a little weird. But then you pop the back windshield on. And boom, you got James Bond in his car waving at you, I guess, because he sits in there really weird like. And now you're ready to, go on some 007 missions and whatnot. But yeah, guys, I'm going to wrap it up with that. Like, really good little build if you're into James Bond, which I love the James Bond movies. Used to own all of them and then ran into a little bit of financial trouble. And back when, I don't even know if it's still a thing, but they had a place called Movie Stop, which is like GameStop for movies. And I traded them all in to get a little bit of cash at the time because, like I said, was financially needing extra money at the time. So I have seen every movie they've put out so far, including the new ones with Daniel Craig, even though my favorite's still always going to be Sean Connery, just because he's the original James Bond, and I feel like he did an amazing job with it. And that's really what started James Bond. But, yeah, guys, awesome build. If you've been thinking about picking it up, I mean, it's $20, I think, in the U.S., I believe is what it was. Somewhere between $16 and $20. I don't remember. Like, it's not expensive for the amount of pieces that it is and everything else. And it looks really good. But yeah, guys, I'm going to get out of here. Like always, if you're new to the channel, consider subscribing. Like the video. Comment on the video. And I will catch you on the next one.